Hello, Cleantech Accelerator. I'm Jeff Osborne, founder and CEO of Polymathic Innovations, and I'm super excited to be applying for this program. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for early stage founders in this space like myself. So to tell you a little bit more about my company, Polymathic is a student-founded startup company out of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and our mission is simply to harness the untapped potential of small-scale distributed wind around the world. According to the National Renewable Energy Lab, even in just the United States, there's 1.7 terawatts of untapped distributed wind potential. And that's a lot of energy. It's basically $10 billion worth of turbines that just don't exist yet. And obviously there's lots of challenges that exist that are acting as barriers to filling that gap. But we're developing a technology that can unlock that potential, and it's a modular platform of a high efficiency vertical axis wind turbine that can integrate into these lower elevation, more difficult to reach places and installations, and be successful and be economical. So that's what we're working on. That's what our company is. I launched this company in my junior year at RPI. RPI is historically an engineering school. That's what I am. I'm a mechanical and aerospace engineer. And in my research, which was on small wind turbine systems, I actually developed this fundamentally new approach for harnessing small-scale wind, which is these proprietary wind boost panels, is what I call them. And they increase the volume of wind entering the rotor, and it's actually directed to the part of the blade on the rotor that is going to give you the most instantaneous torque. So we're getting better performance out of the same ambient wind conditions. And then pairing that with a modular infrastructure, with a modular architecture, we're able to tap into a much wider range of applications. And so I was fortunate enough to be developing this during a time where RPI was looking to revive its entrepreneurship culture. And so I was selected to pilot a program that brought engineering students and business students together and matched them with an emerging technology to develop a commercialization plan. So for the last 2 years, I built that team with those students. I expanded that team. And we've run a really lean operation. We've had a little bit of prototype funding, some money from pitch competitions, and then a lot of bootstrapping. But we've developed a really strong business case, and we even have a minimum viable product actively deployed in a real world environment, demonstrating that efficiency boost and that modularity. In terms of the next steps, I just finished my degree in August, and so we're really looking for an accelerator like this, a program to help support that transition from this early stage company to assembling a team of experts and advisors, making some strategic partnerships and securing capital to really execute this roadmap. And the roadmap that we see for this wind turbine tech, which obviously it being such a versatile, widely deployable tech, there's lots of options. We're going to target battery energy storage first. Battery energy storage is, called BESS, is a maturing market. It's pretty well established. There's a large customer pipeline. Millions of homes globally have integrated these into their house. And that's going to be our initial market. They have a really wide installer base too, a network of installers that we can piggyback onto. And the value that our wind turbine brings to these systems is immense. So currently, these BESS systems rely on solar to charge their systems. But solar by itself can't offer full-time resilience because there's lots of gaps in its generation, whether it's the nighttime or whether it's extended storms or even just cloudy weather. There's going to be gaps in solar generation that limit that resilience, leaving you vulnerable unless you're connected to the grid. So with complementary wind, you can have continuous generation where those gaps are being supplemented by wind power. That gives resilience to the customer. It allows you to use smaller batteries, saving you money on your installation if you were to use this turbine, and actually extends the life of the system by multiple years with less aggressive charging and discharging cycles. So by accessing that market that's already pretty mature, piggybacking onto the infrastructure that exists there, we can really get into the market and then expand into other segments with our universal technology as it matures. That's our roadmap. Looking forward, we're so happy to be considered for this. We're looking forward to hearing back. Whether or not we're a part of this cohort, I'm really excited to see what great things come out of it. So thank you, and take care.